Okay, I had this whole cheesy intro plan that I actually recorded and edited in this video, but now looking back on it, I hate it. So I'm just gonna talk. I am like a baby carrot. I just became a carrot like 3 days before Spill the Feels came out, and there's so many things that I am still learning myself. And one of the things that I wanted to learn today was their subunits. For those who don't know 17 or live under a rock, 17 is split up into 3 different subunits within their group, but I'm just not gonna be talking about those. That's stupid. I'm gonna be talking about all subunits, or at least the official ones that I could find. The main criteria for today being we will be speaking about official subunits outside of 17, but I will be focusing on the songs featured on 17 albums. And yes, I know there are many small groups or duos who have done OSTs, collabs, etc. I'm not focusing on that. I'm not doing it. But because I'm nice, I wanted to feature some of my favorites that are from that excluded category. Q&A is set to become my top song of 2025, I fear, but I actually don't mind. Okay, anyways, with that out of the way, I'll be first talking about what I call the big 3. And I wanted to show off that, I will be including like pictures, but I made these little bobblehead things. They come in handy in this video and they're cute. Again, 17 is made up of 3 main units. Those main units being the hip hop team, the performance team, and the vocal team. The first unit we will be diving into is the vocal team, which is comprised of the members Woozi, DK, Seungkwan, Joshua, and Jonghan, with Woozi being the overall leader of the group. As the name suggests, the vocal team focuses on vocals. Duh. And they have such a great variety of songs that can make you either really happy or really sad. And this is the vocal team's discography. I personally don't have a favorite one right now because I think that all these songs are fantastic. And I'm not exaggerating when I say it's some of the best vocals I've ever heard, period. The next unit we will be focusing on is the hip hop team, which is comprised of the members S-Coups, Wonu, Mingyu, and Vernon, with S-Coups being the overall leader of the group. Again, as the name suggests, they are heavily inspired and focused mainly on hip hop and rap. But some of their songs sometimes can be like very groovy, very chill. I enjoy them. Here we have their discography. And something I found very interesting while researching is that they do have unit songs that feature other members from other units, which is something I didn't know. Now, our final main subunit within 17 is the performance team, which is comprised of the members Hoshi, Jun, V8, and Dino, and Hoshi is the main leader of the group. Now, the performance team mainly focuses on their choreography and the way they perform their songs. Get it? Perform. Anyways, this group overall is known to have very captivating and eye-catching performances. Now, here's their discography, and they also have a song that features another member, which is Jam Jam, that features Vernon. Okay, that was all the subunits that are within the group. Now we are looking at the 2 official subunits that are outside of 17, but have the members of 7. You know what I mean. Now, the first subunit we will be looking at is a little trio that is known as Bu Suk Soon, or BSS for short, but I call them Bu Suk Soon. It's way more fun. Now, to my knowledge, one of the first quote-unquote performances of Bu Suk Soon was from the Like 17 Boys Wish Encore concert in 2016. It is in this concert that the members do this little skit where it's 17 in kindergarten and it's Valentine's Day and they're doing this little heart dance whatever thing. And it's simple because they're supposed to be kindergartners or something. Just a fun, cute little dance. But then we see Seungkwan, DK, and Hoshi branch off and they say, wow, this is so boring and dumb. Let's do a better one. It is then they go up to the front of the stage and they say, 우리는 전설의 부순이에요. It is then they start to perform a cover of Orange Caramel's Catalina. And I just want to mention that even before becoming a K-pop fan, I saw compilations of people performing this song all the time. And when I saw that this clip was 17, I was shocked. But then a small joke became a large reality when Bu Suk Soon released their first single, Just Do It, on March 21st of 2018. It was then that Bu Suk Soon had taken a long 5-year hiatus to go and work with this other group, I guess. But then, seemingly out of nowhere, on February 6, 2023, Bu Suk Soon made their first comeback with their first EP titled Second Wind. And their title track was titled Fighting, featuring Lee Youngji. And this title track became extremely successful. Now, the stats that I'm going to give in this video are from Melon, but this song stayed on the Melon charts for 677 days. It only just, as of recording this at least, just recently left the charts for the holidays. Now, some more interesting facts about this stat is that they are the second boy group to achieve this after BTS. and the first boy group to achieve this since Butter came out. That was in 2020. And it was also the first 17/Boseoksun song to achieve such a milestone. The latest thing to be released by Boseoksun is a track titled The Reason of My Smiles, which was featured on the Queen of Tears OST and was released on March 10th of 2024. Hi, so in this part of the video, I talked about how there was a Boseoksun comeback rumored in January and how it was basically confirmed, but this is me days after I recorded that coming to you, telling you that officially their comeback will be on January 8th, 2025. They're coming out with a second single album that's called Teleparty. I thought it was Telepathy, but it's Teleparty. And this whole concept, judging from the video that they put out, it seems to be like no matter what age you are, you can still live out your youth. But yes, I will be buying every copy. Go support Boseoksun. Our next official subunit is the duo titled JXW, or it also stands for Jonghan and Wonu. This duo together debuted on June 17th of 2024 with their first single album titled This Man. The duo each also got to have their own solo track, with Jonghan's solo being titled Beautiful Monster and Wanu's solo being titled Leftover. Now, the thing that I wanted to touch on most about this comeback is the story, being written by Choi Young, a thriller and horror author in Korea. And this whole story kind of revolves around the urban legend of Have You Seen This Man, which is a legend about a man who at some point people have encountered within their dreams, and it's multiple people, the same man. Now, I would try to explain the story all by myself, but why do that when you could go listen to a full audiobook for free on YouTube, and it's read by Jonghan and Wonu? What more could you really ask for? Now, this is where I would be saying, finally, we stopped talking about the official units. We can move on to, like, the other stuff. No. Because what do you mean by Hoshi and Woozi are rumored to be an official subunit? People have been making rumors about this so much recently, saying that they're hinting a comeback, and I thought they were crazy. Turns out I'm crazy. And that's pretty much all we know right now, so be on the lookout, I guess. We'll talk about these two again later. Now we're moving on. My next category of subunits is subunits that aren't, like, official, but has released music within 17 or whatever. With the first unit in this category being the 17 Leaders line, being comprised of all 3 leaders of the 3 main subunits of 17. Their first song as a unit was titled Change Up, which was released on 17's second album, Teenage. Woozi in the behind the scenes for the Change Up music video described the song as throwing you guys a curve, emphasizing the changes that would be made with their upcoming projects later in the new year. Now, this unit would not release another song together until 2022 with their song Cheers that was on their 4th album repackaged Sector 17. Now, Woozi in this behind the scenes for Cheers describes the song forming a connection between their 4th album and their newly repackaged album. He also stated how new and challenging the song was, but it was only possible to accomplish because they are the 17 leaders. Anytime this trio releases a song, they are truly able to showcase all of their individual talents and show why they were chosen as the leaders. It is now time that I am able to introduce this album, which is 17's second special album that they released on October 19th, 2020. With this album also featuring 4 different unit songs, but these units were split up by age. The first unit, we have the 95ers, or the eldest, with their song, Love. I have to say it like that every time, it's in caps. We then have the 96ers and the 96 line with their song Light a Flame. We have the 97ers, or the 97 line, whatever, with Hey Buddy. It's also in caps. And then finally, we have the Maknae line, or the youngest line, with their song Do Re Mi. I really wish I could find the video where I got this fact from, but I can't anymore, so take my word for it or something. Basically, the person who posted the video described that Woozi had to fight really hard to get this concept to be approved. Because from what I saw, when the idea was brought up to the company, they didn't like it. And they were against it, but obviously we know who won the fight because we got these 4 songs, and I want these units to make a comeback sometime in the future, please. A girl like me can only dream of such things. Now, the last unit I'm touching on in this category before my last category is the line known as the Foreign line. And I'm pretty sure this name was by the fans as a way to recognize that these are the 4 members that are originally not from Korea, with Joshua and Vernon being originally born in the United States and the 8 and June being born in China. Now, while doing research for this unit, I did find a comment that I found very interesting and wanted to include, where this one Reddit user states it isn't exactly about not being Korean, but rather having strong ties to different cultures. I don't know, I wanted to bring it up because I thought it was a nice description. Now, altogether, all 4 of them, they've only done one song, which is titled Network Love, being featured on 17's 3rd album, An Ode, and it describes online relationships as they are in the present day. And I was gonna mention them later, but this is the reason why I put them here to mention them now. First, we'll be talking about the duo of Vernon and Joshua, and they have released 2 songs together. Their first song being Rocket, that was featured on 17's album Teenage, talking about escaping your problems that are affecting you in a negative way, you know, like going on a rocket, going far, far away, you know, you get. The next song they would collaborate on together is 2-1, which is a digital exclusive track to the 9th mini album Attacka. And this technically is 17's first English track. It was released on a 17 album, you know? And the song is basically a breakup anthem talking about going through a breakup, moving on from their previous relationship, but also saying how you can't get that person out of your head and how you need them. That was at the end of the song. Now, The8 and June have their track titled My Eye featured on AL1. I think that's how you pronounce that album. I'm really not sure. And both members have described the song related to the concept of yin and yang. Also, there being the theme of uncertainty in the future and one's purpose in life. Now, the choreography for this song is just so... I'm sorry, I have to gush about it. Actually, no, I'm not gonna apologize, because look at this. When you have 2 of the best dancers in your team do that, I mean, like, come on! If you haven't watched the full thing, go watch the full thing. It's remarkable. Oh my god, we're on our final category of the video. Now, this one's a kind of weird one, but this is 17 unit songs that are really just small group songs, but I still really want to mention them because they're some of my favorite 17 songs. Okay, and we're going by album release. That's how we're doing this. We're going by album release. First album, Love and Letter. See, this is where my visuals I made are gonna really, really come in handy for this section. This album and the next one we will be discussing basically had the members split up into 2 different groups to make different unit songs. Our first group being June, Hoshi, Wanu, Woozi, DK, Vernon, and Dino with the song Still Lonely. This song, kind of as the title suggests, overall reflects the feeling of loneliness, and despite the funky beat, it's low-key very sad. Which means our other group is Jonghan, S-Coups, The8, Mingyu, Seungkwan, and Joshua with their song Drift Away, which the lyrics overall reflect on the passage of time and growing up. We also have a duo unit song with DK and Seungkwan called Say Yes. The lyrics overall tell a story about reminiscing on a past relationship that you can't forget about no matter how hard you try. Next album is Going 17, with our first group being Joshua, Hoshi, DK, Mingyu, The8, and Dino performing the song Beautiful, focusing on the beautiful aspects of everyday life and loving what you have. Which means our next group is Jonghan, S-Coups, June, Woozi, Wanu, Seungkwan, and Vernon performing the song I Don't Know. The song overall has a theme of uncertainty, with the person wondering about the future of their relationship. Our next album is Teenage, with the first duo being one I talked about earlier, that's being Hoshi and Woozi with their song Bring It, a song conveying unity and to be ready for whatever troubles are up ahead. And again, these 2 may not be in this category for long, so, you know. Our next group is Jonghan, S-Coups, Wanu, The8, Seungkwan, and Dino performing Flower, with the lyrics describing one's lover as a flower, speaking on their beauty but how their wounds exist from their sharp thorns. But they say it's okay, because it's their flower. The final group we're talking about is June, DK, and Mingyu performing the song Hello, in which the song describes having the courage to go up to your crush and say hello. You know, like the song title. Okay, final album, Director's Cut, in which we have one little duo of Jonghan and Joshua performing the song Falling for You. And as the title states, the song talks about falling for someone special and wanting to be able to pursue that, but trying to find the right way to speak up. I was trying to find an image on Pinterest for 17 related to show how excited I am to be done with this, and this is the first result I got for 17 excited on Pinterest. So as you can see, I'm very happy to be done. Now, if you watched this all the way, the whole thing, thank you, because this is really something I came up with to do at the beginning of my Christmas break. And here I am finishing my year talking about 17 like I have been for the past 2 months. I don't know if I'll make another video like this. Who knows? I might. But I had fun making it, even though there were a bunch of announcements that happened while I was making it that made it difficult. You try making a unit video and there being 2 unit things announced within the week. So I guess if I do make another one, I'll see you then. But for now,